asking McDavid about the amount of offense and goals that Draisaitl has scored this year, and he pointed right away to, you know, the back checking, the work he's doing in his own end, that sort of thing. From a coach's standpoint, just a thought on how attention to those details can help you out at the other end offensively and what you see from Leon that way.
I think for anybody, the less time you have to spend defending, the more time you have the puck and more time you spend in the offensive zone, and which ultimately gives you more opportunity to score goals. And Leon makes mistakes once in a while. Every player makes mistakes, but you know, when there is a mistake, he's working extremely hard, getting back, breaking up plays. I don't know how many times he has broken up a play on the back check, and you know, that's a great trait to have. You're a superstar working that hard defensively and then also contributing as well as he has this year offensively. So, you know, I think overall this year it's been pretty steady. His defensive details have been outstanding, and definitely has part of the reason why he's having the year he has. Biggest reason, he's an exceptionally skilled player, but his defensive play has been very strong.
On Klingberg, obviously this is a tough matchup tonight, right? You get, you know, him out there against some of their big guns. Where's your confidence level at with him in terms of using him against the other skilled players? What have you seen here from the start to where he's at right now in his game?
I think he's only been with us for a handful of games, and I think he's done a really good job of playing without a training camp, and everyone's at their peak performance right now, pretty much the middle of the season, playing their best hockey, and he hasn't had that much leeway, much warm up. He had a handful of practices with us, like I said, no exhibition games, and we're not sheltering him at all. We want to see what he has and how he can play, and I think you know, his minutes probably every night's been 15 to 18 minutes ish. And I think that's a good place to start for him.
I just talked to John, and he said he actually felt better in the second half of the back-to-back, which for him he feels is a good sign moving forward. He talked about the element of his game is just, you know, getting your timing back in the battle drills and stuff like that. So can you help with that, or is it just simply more ice time and more reps for him?
I think the biggest thing is just the reps, getting out on the ice and competing against those guys. His strength is his puck play, and you know, there's surprisingly, that is picked up right away. You know, something about having the puck and feeling like you're under pressure and getting jumped and making poor decisions. That doesn't happen very often with John. He's been able to make the right play mostly. But I think about just your conditioning level. You know, you can skate as much as you want and work out in the gym as much as you can, but it's still not the same as being on the ice competing, where you have to skate at a high pace and then battle. And I think him finding that right now is the only way to do that is through game situations. And we've been not reluctant to put him in those situations.
You've rotated a lot of your wingers up and down the lineup. And, you know, if a guy's playing well in the bottom six, you promoted him. Jeff Skinner seems to be in that situation right now. You know, he does have 10 goals and kind of limited top 6 minute play. But his defensive game and, you know, maybe reduction in turnovers and making more plays. Have you seen, you know, his play away from the puck that has improved a lot, that's led to him, you know, getting more opportunities up the lineup?
Absolutely. I think he's been playing really well on both ends of the rink. And I think about last game where, yes, he had a goal and assist, but made key defensive plays, whether that's in the defensive zone, taking away chances that the other team had. Just recently, he's broken up some plays on the back check. The third goal in Chicago that he had an assist on, direct result of being in the right place defensively. They're breaking out. If he's not in the right place, they're on the attack, we're defending. He's able to break that play up and then makes a nice play to Leon, which leads to that goal. He's been making a lot of those plays, and which has only warranted more ice time, more opportunities.
What do you think of the timing of this break? You know, you kind of energy, or the tank looks like it's running a little low, and some guys are sick. Is this kind of a good time to get a long stretch off?
I think so. I think it's been, it's been a long I don't know, year and a half. That's how long I've been here. But for the players, it was a long season playing into the end of June and then right back at it with training camp. And, on their minds, it's going to be another long year. So I think right now, a lot of things on the guys' minds. One, just the postseason from last year and this year. Also, the regular season happens to everybody, but also the First Nations tournament coming up here. I think it's a good time for everyone just to have a little break, get recharged, and ready for the second half.
Yeah, you have a couple of really important big-minute guys who aren't getting a break. Do you, as a coach, you kind of hold your breath during that tournament, and then how do you kind of compensate for them not getting any time off?
Yeah, it's something we'll consider when in the schedule that we can have a break and they can get away or maybe not practice as much as the other guys are doing. It's pretty tough. It's pretty play game, practice, play game kind of routine that there isn't really any time for them to really step away. But obviously we're excited for them. They're excited to be part of that tournament. It's a great opportunity to play against the best. And they are the best, and they want to participate in that. As for a coach or the organization, we're always holding our breath because we never want to see anything happen to our players, and whether it's an injury. But it's all teams have their best players going to this tournament, and I guess you have to have a plan on what's best when they return.
Kris, I know fans are having fun watching Leon battle it out with Nate McKinnon at the top of the scoring chart. I'm just wondering, what's the feeling in the room when you have a guy that's battling every day, trying to get to win that scoring race? What's the feeling in the room? Are they conscious of it? I know Leon has bigger issues or bigger goals, I guess he said, but what's the feeling like for the rest of the team?
I like to correct that instead of saying bigger issues, bigger goals. I think everyone wants their teammates to have success. Whether it's a young guy getting his first NHL goal or maybe a guy getting a hat trick, or whatever it is, the guys are close. They want each other to succeed. And another one is having a guy win a scoring race or get the most goals, that thing. So Leon's a very popular guy in the dressing room. I obviously want him to succeed, and having that goal or that accomplishment at the end of the year to win some hardware at the end, the guys want him to do that. And Leon, of course, has got other things on his mind, but every player wants to succeed and accomplish those kind of things. But I know the players also feel wanting to help out and have them reach that accomplishment.
Sorry, just one for me, Kris. Can you just talk about the unique challenge of facing Cale Makar and Nathan McKinnon, especially when they're on the ice together? And in your opinion, what is the key or keys when you go up against them?
I know last time we played them, we're fortunate we spent a lot of time in the offensive zone, but when they get the puck, they're so dynamic, and you got to be ready for their quick attack, whether that's coming out of the zone or in the offensive zone. They're moving around, and it's not really scripted. Like, good players can just play off free play, and those two are very dangerous. And it's a cliche, but the more that we can spend in the offensive zone, the more they have to defend, the better off we are. And as soon as they touch that puck, we better be on an alert, because they're looking to attack, and they're two of the top skaters in the NHL with great offensive ability. So they're dangerous. We have to be aware of that.